Those edge endpoints, and we're starting to see now the importance of the drone as another endpoint. It's just another way to get data into the cloud and get some business value. And the kind of verticals we work in typically with drone, all these verticals here now, obviously Microsoft's a huge global company, and we've got relationships with pretty much all of these companies. Most companies have got some... Whoop. Can you hear me? Yeah, you good? I've got some kind of Microsoft technology around. So we've already got all these relationships with these companies. And the demand signals we're seeing, particularly from these sort of verticals, energy, agriculture in particular, where they've got lots of assets, physical assets they need to manage, possibly in dark, distant, dirty, dangerous, the 4Ds we call them, locations, where they have to manage and track those assets. And it's actually quite dangerous or difficult for people to do that job. So of course that's where drones really come in. And you're able to get that data and then start adding that business value, because it's all about business value. And inside Microsoft, I work on many IoT projects, not just the drone ones. We typically see about 60% getting to the proof of concept phase and then stalling. And we think one of the reasons for that is that maybe people haven't taken the time to have those proper return on investment conversations. As a techie, I'm allowed to say this, we can be guilty of sometimes playing with the shiny stuff, doing a science project, but not really working out what the proper business value is. So what we do is spend a lot of time with our business stakeholders to make sure there are people in the business who are going to invest the time and money to make sure these solutions actually get into production. And actually start bringing some business value rather than just making a science project. So, three of the big things that we've noticed from specific drone deployments in IoT projects and the challenges that customers have been having up to now. One of them is around data management. Until recently, you put your SD card in the drone, it goes out on its mission, comes back, you have to download the data, pull the SD card off, upload it to a PC, then someone probably looks at it manually, and then you're not actually getting your insights from that data for hours, days, weeks, even months. So this is one of the things that is now starting to be unlocked because of better connectivity and the better power on the better power of processing that we're actually getting now. And the second one around scalability and deployment. Having one person flying a drone is all very well, but that doesn't scale. And one of the things that is critical is as you start to put more compute power on the drone, you need to update and manage that device for a security perspective, because of course if you can't update a device, you can't secure it. And security is one of the most important things to us in Microsoft. It's absolutely our job one on IoT solutions. And also, integrating your drone's information with your back-end system. So one of the scenarios we typically see, a drone's out there flying, it's recognizing something maybe on a power line that doesn't look good. It can tell you that it's not looking good, but it can then also connect with your back-end system, raise a trouble ticket, and dispatch spot. We good? Dispatch an engineer to that spot, give them the images from it, so they can start to actually go out and fix the problem. And then finally, in terms of intelligence, whether you're doing your intelligence on the drone itself, on the PC base station, or back in the cloud, now that processing power is getting cheaper, it's getting lighter, it's getting more power efficient, you can do your processing in a number of places. So let's talk now about one of the projects that we have done, and this is called FarmBeats. This was done by Microsoft Research, and it's a great example of taking lots of different sets of data, pulling them together to give really rich insights. So we've got some static sensors. We've got a static ground soil sensor that's measuring moisture and soil composition as well, the chemical composition. We've got the weather eye balloon that's in a static position. But when we add the drone into this as well, taking its imagery, you can focus on certain fields, see what crops and plants are growing there. You pull all that data back, you can do some local processing because we can build AI models and push them out to the PC that's on the farm, because very often these farms are in the remote locations and might have very poor connectivity or very expensive connectivity like SATCOM, which is expensive. And then what you can do is get your insights locally, but still send some of the data up to the cloud to retrain those models, enrich that with further data, and then finally get those insights out to the farmer. So this is a lovely example of what Microsoft Research